Hey there guys, Angel here, aka JediBro95, coming at you guys with another video about Madden 22's beta. Now before I do get into the Madden 22 beta, I'm going to let you talk about the content that I've missed, because I haven't been uploading for the last little while, and I just have not been able to, just have really no motivation to make videos and stuff like that. So with that first, let's get into the Ultimate Legends that came out last week. So the first one was Jim Brown. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the card by now. Don't really complain about, not really going to complain about this card too much. He's a good back. Then we got Rod Woodson, cornerback. Really great card. Fantastic overall in coverage. Great speed, great agility. You know, Steelers and Raiders, I think, is another one that he has. I'm not sure. And then the last one for my Seahawks was Devin Hester. I gave him a shot over the weekend. I was not a fan of him, just because the route running is just not that good. His route running was pretty bad. I hope next year they get this route running up higher, like in the mid-90s route running, because, yeah, it is not, yeah, it's just not really looking, really great. So that's what I have to say about those for the Ultimate Legends. And then the power-up expansions. They were Christian McCaffrey, Michael Thomas. So Christian McCaffrey, here are his stats real quick. I'll just move the screen over here real quick. There we go. 99 speed, 96 speed. It's a theme team card, nothing more. Moving on. Then we got Michael Thomas. Again, also a theme team card, nothing more. It is what it is for that one. And then the last four that they revealed were Robert Mathis. Now, Robert Mathis is actually pretty good. Robert Mathis, I don't have really an issue with. I think he's a fine card, to be completely honest. And then the next one, sorry, I'm just trying to set up something here at the same time. Next one we got is Antrell Roll. 97 speed, 96 excel, 96 agility, 94 jump, 94 man, 98 man, my mistake. 98 man, 94 zone, 94 press. So he can get 99 speed and then 99 man zone and press. So that's all sweet. Nothing really to talk about with that card. He's all around a good corner. Then right now we have Mike Allstott. Whatever, he exists. He's okay. And then the last one was Chuck Clark, again, another theme team happy card. This is one of those cards where if you're making a Ravens theme team, this is a card you'd be happy with. So yeah, that was the power-up expansion, and that was basically the content for the last couple of weeks. Now, they did touch on franchise mode in a video in this podcast right here, I believe, or they have videos on YouTube. Go check it out if you guys are interested. I am not really a franchise guy. Well, I'm not gonna lie, though, the way they have franchise setting up and looking, it's making me consider it. But that being said, I want to talk about the Madden 22 beta. I had a little bit of a black screen there. Sorry, just adjusting back. So I want to talk about the Madden 22 beta. Some things I do like continuing on. Some things I don't. Some things that I think need to be toned down. Some things I think need to be buffed a little bit. La-di-da-di-da. Now, again, for EA's purposes, this is Madden 21 next-gen gameplay. I cannot show you Madden 22. That is against their terms of service. I wish I could, because it does play very nice. As I mentioned in the first video, it does play good. But let's continue on. So one thing I did like about Madden 22 was QB scrambling. You guys know, if you guys have seen some of my highlights, or just, I've talked about it before with the style of quarterback I like to use. You guys know I like to scramble a little bit. I like to run out of the pocket, throw on the run, do all that nifty mumbo jumbo. And, the fact that you can scramble, the fact that quarterback speed, is kind of like the same on pace with the movement system, and being upgraded in next gen for 2K20, for Madden 22. It is fine. Quarterback scrambling behind the line is actually solid. You don't necessarily need escape artist. It is something that you definitely could utilize, but you don't need, don't need escape artist. So that's another thing I really did like, and I really hope does maintain, does stay in Madden 22 for next gen. The next thing I noticed was I talked about this in the first video, I'll touch on it a little bit more, was the fact that X factors count as ability points. I did not like that, and I do not like that. Now, I understand they probably did it because they have Most back in the game, which for those of you that didn't play Madden 20, if you don't remember or you just didn't play it, first of all, okay. Second of all, it was, didn't matter the coverage, didn't matter how good your player, didn't matter how tall or how small or whatever the receiver was. If that X Factor was active, you were fucked. That thing was a game ender. That thing was a ass fucker. That thing was a dick ripper. That shit was just, oh my god, I hate Most. It was so fucking annoying to go up against the guy with Most. It was so brutal. So I hope, like, I understand why they brought it back, but it's 1080p in the Madden 21 beta, a Madden 22 beta for the X Factor. So I think it's fine. I don't think it's going to be utilized that much. Like, you're not going to have anything else if you're just using that. But on the same token, I'm really not a fan of this X Factors for ability points idea. I think they should have it to where X Factors and ability points are separate. And just but I think if you're going to say well, what about that X Factor? Just get rid of it. Just take it out of the game. Just that simple. We don't need it. You know, we already have people getting away with throwing possession catches into fucking traffic. We don't need people being able to make a contested catch over 3 fucking cornerbacks. We don't need that shit. You're like, no, thank you. I'm good. You can get rid of that crap now, please. And speaking of that, you still cannot hit players when they possession catch. One of the things I talked about in my Madden 22 wish list was I hope to God that they would implement it to where you could crack people if they made a possession catch in traffic. I don't care if you do it in space, because obviously that it is what it is. But doing it in traffic all really pissed me off this year. Okay, it really pissed me off, and to be completely honest, I was hoping that they would add that for 22, but it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like you still can get away with making possession catches in traffic and, you know, just be invincible for that animation. So I hope, and I'm going to give it a pass because it is a beta. You know, it is something that, you know, it is a beta. It's something that can be tuned and it can be addressed. But I hope that they do address it, obviously. Another thing that I didn't like, I'm being negative in this one because I was overwhelmingly positive in the first video, and plus these are the only things I can really think of at the moment because I'm doing this off the top of my head. But one of the other things I did not like was it was really easy to break contains this year. It was really easy to break a contain this year. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not breaking every single contain. Sometimes, like when I see a contain and I try to split the gap, I do get sacked every now and then. But for the most part, I'm getting free and being able to make a play, whether it is with my quarterback's feet or with his arm. That's a little concerning for me because obviously the point of a contain is to keep the guy in the pocket. Well, if you can't keep him, if you're making a contain and he's breaking it like every other play, what's the point? Another thing that really does have me a little concerned, and it's not really a negative thing, it's just how is this new momentum game day feature gonna show, how is it gonna balance in Madden 22 MUT? Because I don't think the community gives a crap if it's in franchise mode or offline reg head-to-head. I don't think that really matters. But with the community more dominantly into MUT and more predominantly focused on that game mode, it has me wondering, like, how are they going to do with that? Like, how is that going to work? Because, you know, there are some abilities that are really more powerful than others. I think the Philadelphia Eagles, which was the one while winning, you gain bonus momentum and your opponent loses momentum. No, that was the Packers. I think that was the Packers one. That one might be a little bit OP, not going to lie, because if you're gaining more momentum, like if you're gaining double the momentum and your opponent is gaining like half the momentum, that's a little OP. That's just a little OP for my taste, and I don't know how I necessarily would agree with that. Same thing with the other one. I think the Bengals one was the reduced clock runoff when you do no huddles. That one might be a bit of a problem too, because, you know, a lot of people do no huddle in Madden Ultimate Team. If you ever play Madden Ultimate Team, you even know this. But yeah, a lot of people no huddle like crazy, and I'm just concerned about that because with people consistently no huddling, that means they have a lot more time to make the adjustments that they want, change the play a little bit, this, that, and whatever, and it just has me a little concerned as well. But again, it's the beta. I'm willing to give it a pass because it is a beta right now. Hopefully they do. If they do keep it in Madden 22 for MUT, I hope they do fine tune it and make it a little bit less annoying and a little bit less like overpowered, I guess is the word I'm looking for here. So another thing that I do not like, again, I'm being really negative, but I was really positive in the last video. So this thing is something that I don't like. Middle linebackers aren't really that usable. I think I did touch on this in the first video, but I'll touch on it again here. I did have a game with Bobby Wagner. I had him in a deep zone. Ooh, bit of a voice crack there. Had him in a deep zone, and the ball was thrown at me, but for some reason I just couldn't jump up and make a play. Now, because I was in the area and the contested catch did not work, he didn't get a contested catch, so he ended up dropping it, and I ended up getting a pick with a cornerback. But it's still kind of a little, still a little to me that we're going to have another year where middle linebackers just aren't a usable player or position in this game. I don't want another year of that. I would like to be able to use our Bobby Wagner and not have to put on Lurker. Lurker is the ability. I don't want to have to do that. But at the same token, it is something that, if it is called for, then I'll probably do it because, Lurker is actually pretty good. I'm not going to lie. I think that was it for that. There was a couple more things I wanted to touch on. Oh, the one great thing I liked is I actually do like the franchise mode changes. It really does showcase in the gameplay, in the game, that they did a lot of changes to franchise mode, and it's amazing. I really like how it looks when it comes to that, and pardon me. And I hope that franchise mode, I think the franchise guys will be happy. A lot of the guys that like to just play franchise mode and, do all that stuff, I think y'all will be really happy with it. And to be honest, I would be too, because it seems like a great thing right now. And then the last thing I want to talk about is just the overall presentation just feels more lifelike, just feels more dynamic. And even though I may have mentioned it in the first one, again, it's just something that's coming to mind right now. I haven't played in a little bit. I think I haven't played it in a couple of days, just because I've been focusing on other things. But I have played the beta, and these are just some things I've noticed. So that ended up being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys do find this information helpful for you. If you have anything you want to add to this video, or you say that you disagree with certain things, obviously, do not be afraid to let me know in the comment section below, gentlemen. I am always looking forward to hearing your comments and seeing your comments, and I try to respond to them as best as I possibly and as fast as I possibly can, whether it is real quick or maybe I might not see it right away, but I'm always looking to respond to your comments. So I hope you guys do comment in the comment section, and if you guys are new, so consider subscribing. We're up to 359, and I would like to hit 400 before the end of the year. But that being said, guys, have a good night. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.